So another Andy B 2-minute videos. And this is all about memories, because if we look back, we can think and remember some amazing times. I remember an amazing time in Scotland. It was a brilliant holiday. Nathan, my middle son, had just been born. He was literally months old. And we went to Scotland. It was a brilliant time. I look back very fondly on that time. I look back even earlier than that to a holiday in Spain that Joe and I went on, taking my grandfather, whose wife, my grandmother, had just died. It was a holiday they had booked. He still wanted to go, so we took him because he wasn't really able to go on his own. It was an amazing time for Joe and I. There were some miracles that happened that allowed Joe to go for the full 2 weeks. It was great. I look back on those times favorably. I remember my wedding day, surrounded by absolute hell, nasty people, being told I should just have an affair, don't get married, just sleep around, it'll all be good. Just dump the whole marriage thing. That's my wedding day, by the way. But do you know what? None of that mattered because I got married. Why? Because God called Joe and I to get married. And we're celebrating nearly 30 years of marriage in a couple of years' time, which is phenomenal. Sometimes we look back and there can be some bad stuff, but it's the good stuff that we try and remember, isn't it? I don't look back and think fondly of the nastiness. I look back to my wedding day, remember my wife looking into my eyes, and when she was stating some of those things that you talk about, the declarations of marriage in front of everybody at the front of the church, I remember going a little bit weak in the knees thinking, wow, she really means this. This is amazing. It's good. But here's the problem with memories. If we only ever look back at what used to be good, we will never be able to look forwards at what might also be good or even better. Don't ever look back so much that you can't enjoy the present, and don't ever look back so hard that you can't anticipate an amazing future either. I met a guy one day who had a couple of fingers left on his hands. He'd had a really bad accident in a factory. And I said, gosh, that must have been the worst day of your life. No, he said, it's the greatest day of my life. I see my hands with my missing fingers. That's the day that Jesus saved me. Because when he realized how angry he was, he realized he shouldn't be angry. And that guy was a phenomenal witness for Jesus Christ, with so many fingers missing through a tragic accident. But that tragic accident he looks back at, which wouldn't have been pleasant, clearly, it's also the greatest day of his life because it's the day he chose to follow Jesus. Look back, it's good, but don't look back so you can't look forward as well. Have dreams. Just a thought.